If you don't like dealing with money or just thinking about how to manage it because it's too hard, I'm going to show you the easy way to know where your money's going and how to make it go towards the things you really want so you can have more confidence and control in your life and get far more of what you want out of your life. Now, if you want to optimize your life without wasting time, grab my free life map below where I will teach you how to design, build, and live your ideal lifestyle. Now, after I sold my business, I had a good chunk of money and plenty of time to go and rest and recover. So I called it my retirement. I even bought myself a gold watch, gold-ish watch. And I decided to go travel and unwind for a little bit. But I was so used to earning money consistently, and I kept spending it the same way that I did when I was earning it. Unfortunately, that money ran out real quick. And then after that, the debt piled up. Now, I was always really good with my money, but I became stuck in this place of spending and overspending above my means. That left me in survival mode for years, just trying to dig myself out of it because I made some poor decisions. Here's how you can avoid the same mistakes that I made. First of all, print out your bank statements for the last 3 months. It's not that difficult. Go onto your internet banking and for whatever accounts you use, credit cards especially, whatever your transaction accounts are, anything that get used for spending money, print that out. If you have a business, do the same thing for that. Don't just give it to your accountant. This is your time to be able to go through it yourself. Now you're going to go through those bank statements and I want you to make note of what the essentials are. What are things that are absolutely essential for you there? Your food, but not necessarily takeout food. Your electricity bill, your water bill, your rent, your car payment, or maybe it's just how much fuel you're spending. Things that are absolutely necessary for you to get by in your day-to-day life. And then you want to go and make a note of the luxuries. So what are the luxuries in there? I said about food, eating out, that's a luxury. Your car payment, that could be a luxury too. Is it absolutely necessary to have that car? That's up to you to have a look at. Now, I'm a car guy, I get it. I drive a car that is, it's a performance car, but it's also, for me, entertainment because I get joy from driving my car. For some people who just drive a car from A to B, doesn't matter so much. For me, it's a lifestyle. So I drive a very specific car because that works for me. Do I count that as a luxury? A little bit. But I also count it as entertainment, so I get some carryover there. What are the luxuries in your life? Is it massage? Is it going and getting your nails done? Is it going and getting a $80 haircut? Whatever it is, you figure out whatever those luxuries are and you mark it out. I like going through these things with highlighters so you can have a look at a glance and be able to see what's going on there. If your essentials are all highlighted in yellow and your luxuries are all highlighted in a blue or a pink or something really bright that makes it stand out, it's a whole lot easier to be able to see that at a glance. Next, the big questions you want to ask yourself. Is this necessary? Is it fulfilling? Does it bring me joy? Or is it just something? Maybe it's something to impress other people, because that happens as well. So what is unfulfilling on that list? What's just a waste? Is there anything that's holding you back from what you really want? Sometimes you're just spending money on a particular thing, but you have another goal going on. I had a conversation with someone not that long ago who wanted to save money, but really enjoyed spending the money on going to big concerts or having big events on every weekend. And they were basically sabotaging what they really wanted by something else that they wanted at the same time. Now, at the end of the day, that's your choice. But you've got to remember that's your choice. And if you keep making that choice for the long term, you may never get whatever this thing is that you really want. Lastly, what subscriptions are just not bringing you any joy or not bringing value to your life? quite often we have so many subscriptions going on these days that they're unnecessary. You might not even use them. You might forget they're there. Hence why we've got it printed out in your bank statements. So now that you've got all of this stuff in front of you, you've got some decisions to make. Is it worth your time, energy, and money to hold on to those things? Do you need to keep paying for all of these things? Do you need to keep living your life in that particular way? Is it what you really want, and is it leading you towards your goals, or are you just wasting money because you're running on autopilot? Now, no one's going to be mad at you for whatever decisions you make. At the end of the day, it's you looking after you. Only you can look after your money. Only you can decide what you do with it. But the decisions you make today dictate the future that you're going to live. And that's very important. So really prioritize what's important to you. What's going to bring you joy. You don't want to be accumulating debt for the sake of accumulating debt. That's not going to make life good for you. If you want to save for something, stop spending so much money. Keep doing the things that you really want to do, sure. But you just don't need to go overboard with how you spend your money. But once you know how you spend your money, once you're aware of how you're spending your money, where your money's going, you can do something about it. Until then, you're just going to keep spending money in exactly the same way. Now, one of the big things I talk about is it's great to be able to have the knowledge, but if you don't go and apply it, then it's useless. So make sure you go and do this exercise. Do it now, or at least write it in your diary and schedule it for something that you need to do. Even if it's just the first step of printing out your statements. If they're sitting there on your desk or in your office ready to go, then that's something that's going to be a whole lot easier. Get step number 1 done first. Don't worry about the overwhelm of the entire thing. Just get step number 1 done, and then you can work on that later. Just knowing where your money goes makes a huge difference to your future life and also your current life. Now, if you want to be able to reinvent your life, if you want to be able to take control of your money, your time, your energy, and live a life that fits more in line with your dream life, you can join my LIFEMAP program below, where I'll coach you for 28 days for free and help you design, build, and live a life that you really want to live. All right? Click on the link below. I'll see you on the inside.